Thank you for joining us. My name is BJ Murphy, publisher of Neuse. We're hosting a series of candidate interviews to help you make more informed decisions as you go to the voting booth. Early voting began on October the 14th, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 2nd. Don't forget that our election night results show will be live at 7:30 on the Neuse Facebook page on Tuesday, November the 2nd. And look, we could not do this without the help of Senator Jim Perry and Social House Vodka. And speaking of Social House Vodka, we're actually happy to be inside the Pump House 1906 Cocktail Bar and Social House today. And we are joined by Councilmember Robbie Swinson, who is running for re-election on the Kinston City Council. Robbie, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you, sir.
Well, so let's talk tell me about Robbie. You know, I've known you personally for a long time, but tell everybody about Robbie, your family, your work, what you do.
Robert Swinson IV, native of Kinston, North Carolina. Born and raised, went away after high school to go to college, went to Shaw University for 4 years, attained a music degree in music, came home for the summer. After that, went to Gupton Jones Mortuary College in Atlanta, Georgia, where I was there for about a year and a half. Studied mortuary science to come back and help run my family business. Married, I tell people I have 5 kids. 3 are my own, 2 nephews I help take care of, and that's it. Here I've been serving the City of Kinston for 16 years. Love being a public servant. I look forward to serving the citizens of Kinston for 4 more, hopefully, years to come.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You served since 2005. That's actually how you and I first met. I was running for mayor and you were running for council. I lost, you won. I should have paid more attention to your campaign, I guess. But tell us, why are you looking to serve another 4 years on the Kinston City Council?
I think we're at a critical time right now. Our manager's gone. We need a police chief. City planner's gone. So it'd be nice to have someone that has experience, has been through hiring a manager, been in the process of a police chief search. And I think those are very key elements for the city to continue to go forward.
So, when you think about the city, I've personally been very critical the last 2 years of the mayor and some members of the council who have pushed or tried to push forward some pay raises for themselves. I don't think that's right, but certainly everyone's entitled to their opinions. You have actually voted against that pay raise both years now. I mean, honestly, how much do you think the mayor and council members should make?
Being a public servant, you're probably never going to make the money that you would like to make. $600 for a council member, and I think it's $1,300 for the mayor, and you're on call 24/7. That's a lot. Some people think they should deserve more. I think they were asking, $900 for council, and I think maybe $1,600 for the mayor. Do I think that's reasonable? I think it's reasonable, but it just has to be the right timing for the budget. I just don't think the money's there to afford to give pay raises, and you have to give something to get something. And most people here want to see the city flourish before, I guess, they start writing big checks for the council members and the mayor.
And when you think about our community, before I get into some policy questions for you, what do you really think is our community's biggest strength, our biggest asset?
Biggest asset, I guess, is our resiliency. We've bounced back after storm after storm. People here are just friendly. They believe in helping out. And I think that's our biggest asset. I just think we come together when it's a critical time and we need that support from the community. And I think we stick together with Kinston Strong.
Mm-hmm. And of all the issues, I mean, we could probably talk for days and hours, and you and I have actually spent a lot of time talking about, but when you think about all the issues that are facing the city and our community today, what would Robbie Swinson say is probably the most pressing, and how would you as a council member go about trying to solve it?
Our biggest pressing issue is continuing to have jobs to come here, good paying jobs. Crime is always an issue. We need our numbers to be lower in the crime. People keep saying affordable housing. I think we have affordable housing. I think we need newer apartment complexes, newer subdivisions to make people feel a little bit better about the community.
Mm-hmm. Well, and think of some issues facing the city. I mean, one way to solve that will actually be filling some vacancies within the city. Right now, you've got 3 departments without a department head. The city manager, of course, the chief of police, and then your planning director. Which position do you think is most critical right now, and what are you looking for when you're trying to fill that role?
I think the most important is the manager. You have to have a manager that's going to be community oriented, It's going to look at both sides of the community and try to be a fix or helping hand to both sides of the community. And then we need a good man that has experience. It's going to be hard, I think, to find a good match to all of our needs, because I think Kinston has quite a bit of needs. Because people have to realize the city is a business, and it's in a business, but it's not a profitable business. We try to make enough revenue to cover our expenses, and it's always expenses with public safety, and crime is always an expense, and it's hard to balance the budget when you're not having an increase in population. So tax revenue is small. So we need things to help boost our tax revenue and boost the population that we have here in Kinston.
And thinking of small businesses and jobs, I mean, a lot of small businesses have struggled since COVID. In fact, just this year, there's been several businesses, specifically I'm thinking of restaurants who said, hey, look, our employees are taxed. They're tired. We can't find any more help. There's always a help wanted sign hanging out the door. But it's a lot of businesses have closed on Mondays. Is there anything you think the city can do to help alleviate that problem?
I wish we could find people that really wanted to work. We hate that love. We was talking the other day at the office, and we were saying Monday. We was thinking about getting some lunch, and hey, Lovett's is closed on Monday, and that's been a family staple in our community since 1940, maybe a little bit earlier than that.
Before you and I, for sure.
Yeah. So when you look at restaurants that have been here in Kinston for that long length of period of time, and they're closed on Mondays, we got to find some kind of way to help everybody. I just don't know how we would do that, but definitely take some time to figure out how we can help keep them doors open on Mondays.
And as you think about kind of in closing, if someone's out there and they're watching this and they're going, okay, Robbie, tell me why I should vote for you. If you could give a closing argument as to why somebody should vote for you to what would amount to be a fifth term on the Kinston City Council, why should someone re-elect you?
I think I've been a strong advocate for the city of Kinston. I represent the city very well throughout my 16 years, have experience for the last 16 years of serving as a council member. I'm financially sound when it comes down to the budget. I try to do things that's going to help the community. And when I say the community, I mean the whole community. Not East Kinston, not West Kinston, but the whole entire community. We're elected to serve the community of Kinston. So I would hope and implore that you would go out and vote November 2nd for Robbie Swinson for a fifth-year term to continue to serve the city of Kinston in the best manner possible. Once again, I appreciate your time, and I would definitely appreciate your vote on November 2nd.
Thank you, Councilman Swinson. It's been great to have you here today.
Thank you, sir.
Also, thank you for your willingness to not only serve in the past, but possibly even another 4 years yourself. And thank you also for watching this broadcast. Please remember to join our entire Neuse team on Tuesday, November 2nd at 7:30 p.m. We will be on our Facebook page live with an election night results show. We'll go through all the early voting, one-stop absentee ballots first. And then as the numbers roll in for Lenoir, Greene, and Jones counties, we'll give you all the results on those candidates, on those campaigns, and those election night returns. But we could not do this without support of Senator Jim Perry and the Social House Vodka team. So thank you so much for that. And also, look, early voting is happening now, so please make sure you go exercise your right to vote. And make sure you go to newsnews.com, subscribe to our free daily newsletter. We'll have information about all the elections and candidates and things in our newsletter every day at 7 a.m. And also, if you want breaking news, every once in a while, there's a breaking news thing that we have to kind of push out, and we do that through a text messaging service. All you have to do to sign up for that is just text the keyword NN to 484848. That's NN to 484848, and you'll get our breaking news text alerts. So again, thank you to all our sponsors. You're about to see them on the next screen. And certainly want to say thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.